I don't watch a lot of TV. Over winter break, my daughter talked me into getting Netflix again while she was home from Sonoma State and said, "You're going to love this show. You got to watch it." Oh gosh, she's home for break, so I humor her. And we're watching an episode of House. I said, "This is all divergent thinking." And I was intrigued by the different ways that he comes at problems. The writers have set up for this character to come at problems. And I thought, "Hey, it's pretty cool." So yesterday, she's gone now. I'm on episode 21. Three stories. It's a season one, very fun episode, really engaging. And again, coming at things from all kinds of different angles. And I love that. And I like this logo too, even though it breaks the rule here, messing with the first letter. But when it comes to house, isn't that the point? All about breaking rules. And by the way, do you know what this H inside this rectangle means? Hmm. In relation to this show, think about it. Um, but anyway, I have a medical emergency and I need you to help diagnose and treat it. Yesterday, a patient came to me asking for a print of something he had designed. And he said, "It may need just a little tweaking, but I think it's ready to print." Well, doctor of design, how can we save this patient? We need this redesigned. Now, I'll give you a few clues. We read in the English language left to right. Is that correct? And so perhaps the years on the right hand side don't make as much sense as they could. The idea of how this flows and all these shapes. This is really big. This is the biggest. And then we got these three. Then we got all these. Now, there are other strategies here. And I was looking at this with another student. I said, "I wonder what this D means." She goes, "I think that's the grade." I said, "Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. The diamond D." And I love this arrow. If you get a D in geometry 1H, you end up with this very interesting arrow. And that tells you your destiny in Algebra 2. So for those of you who dare, we need this in the next 2 weeks. Not a real hurry, something to think about, because the patient's on life support. We can keep this one alive for a couple weeks, but we do need to treat this before it gets printed, or we are responsible for propagating such hideous design. You wouldn't want that to happen, right? Would you? I like this guy's personality too.